Where's his
say a
drink?
couple words. First of all, having a birthday party is it's kind of a weird experience because it's your birthday and you're the center of attention. But it's also just sort of a bit humbling and it makes you feel grateful. And I think that's sort of where my words are coming from. I want to first kind of thank my family. And maybe start out with Maisie. Maisie's been a very good dog.
Without a hat. A
right.
Dog without a hat.
Right, yeah. We didn't give her a hat. Although she would have worn it. She was a good enough dog, but she would have worn it.
She was supposed to bite the chicken coming on the way in.
But she did give the chicken business. I don't know if you noticed. But
all right, that's good. That's good. All right, Maisie.
But obviously, you got to start with your parents, right? And mom and dad. I'm just so glad you're here, and you've given me and us so much, and in countless ways. And I'm glad you made the trip, and I love you, and thank you for coming. And
My goodness.
it was a funny story. We actually put up the tent that we were cocktailing in, my brother and my dad, and I put up this tent, and we were having like an argument, like a good internal like father-son argument over how to hammer in the tent stakes. And so we put up the tent twice, right? So we put it up in the yard first, and then we moved it over on top of the patio. When we put it in the yard, we put it in the tent stakes one way, and my dad was saying no. And my brother and I were convinced that we were putting them in the right way, but of course when we went back to get the tent, they were halfway yanked up, and I thought. There was a rational reason why we put them in that way the first time, but experience. It gives us
Yeah.
you put them in that way or that way,
Well,
it turns out
and
it's
Russ,
that way.
Steve had to go online to figure out the correct way to put in the
And what was the
tent.
correct way?
I mean, I hate to say it, but we were right.
That's why your corner came down.
But it really speaks to this broader thing, which is when you get family together, you sort of have fun where you jostle over the smallest things, and then you look back on them and you love those memories. And I'm so glad you guys came back and were part of this memory for me. And it's just great. And then I also have to thank my brother and my sister and Janusz and Nisa, who came from far. My brother came from San Francisco, and Laurie and Janusz and Nisa came from Chicago. And it's just very meaningful to me that they came for my birthday. And we won't make you do it for the 41st birthday. But, I'm just
I'm
delighted.
5 next year, big boy.
That's right. We'll be
Whoa.
in Chicago when you turn 40 yourself. But I'm just delighted that you guys came here, and it's great to have family here, and then friends. I mean, Tracy and I are always talking about our friends, and we don't do. This is not how we roll. Like, we don't have big parties like this all the time. But we've always wanted to have a big party. We've always wanted to do it. And so when do you do it? And then, you're 39 and they're 39 and a half. And you're like, okay, we're going to do it. And so this is it. And when we were kind of decided to have the party, we decided we're just going to look across our friends and have a combination of, some of our oldest friends and some new friends. And we just feel like we are so lucky to know great people and to just put everyone together. And it would have been really easy just to focus on this group or that group, but we really wanted to have everyone together. And this party, at least to this point, has been that. And it makes me feel so good, and it's just so delightful to have you all here. So I just want to thank you all, and from the bottom of my heart, just say how grateful I am to have everyone here. So thanks for coming to my birthday. Thank you.
Thank you, Russ, for